How are you, everyone? How are you, everyone? This is Prophet Benjamin, the director of Miracle Consultants, a consulting company operating from Cape Town in South Africa, in Africa. Now, having more than 12,000, 13,000 crypto assets to choose from, it's a very daunting task. And maybe sometimes also being involved with the leading one, Bitcoin, sometimes it might not be the wisest choice. Sometimes it might be rewarding. It all depends with your vision and your needs and your goals. But the rewards are always good for those that will start with very, very low, like those upcoming coins or upcoming tokens. Now, as a company, we have done our own research, and we fell in love with universal money instrument. Now, the reason why we actually fell in love with this coin, which actually is according to us, is more like a utility token, because UMI has got a fully fledged blockchain, which very soon will be going to DeFi. That's why I'm recording this. So UMI will be used, to do all the DeFi transactions. However, the DeFi transactions will be free. Now, we've done the research because it is also our duty to help citizens, governments, to actually find ways and tools, because the reason of research, it is to come up with solutions. And with the help of a divine helper, we can come up with brilliant, obvious solutions. They're obvious because they are there. They are in front of us. But just that our minds, they have to be rewired. Our minds have to be reprogrammed to say we can actually do away with poverty and inequality. Now, we're going to look at the white paper of UMI for a while. Then you can understand why, as a company, we decided to choose UMI. So let's go to why you need UMI. Where is that? Okay, no, it's fine. I think it's on top. So yeah, these are things that I wanted. Okay, so here, why UMI? I mean, why UMI? Why UMI? I mean, there's already Bitcoin. There's already Ethereum. Why another coin? Why? Why another utility? I mean, we thought Ethereum was the utility token. So why do we need another utility token again? Right? Number one, instant transfers. And I will explain the power behind this. Now, Bitcoin, which is the coin or gold, the gold of cryptos, sometimes it does take time because of the consensus algorithm it is using. In one of our papers, we actually wrote a paper about these consensus algorithms. The papers are available for free on SSRN. Now, thanks to SSRN, we are able to, in a day, I can write a paper and by the evening, it's available to the world. So thanks to SSRN, those are the kind of platforms we need to promote in the society. Not platforms that will, demotivate you, unnecessarily, be too rigorous and yeah. So back to our topic. So Umi, they offer instant transfers, or rather, let me say near instant transfers, because sometimes it takes a few seconds, maybe up to a minute. So imagine you are in an emergency situation and you need money right away, right? There is a crypto ATM very close by, but now someone is just sending you a Bitcoin, but because the traffic is specked. I mean, there is network congestion. You must wait for 30 minutes or even an hour. What about a day? Let's go to the next one. Now, this touches my heart. This touches my heart. You see, this is this one is, yeah, it's I don't know what to say, but yeah, it's very important. Maybe it's because I understand what it means to have 1,000 rands, and you want people to receive 1,000 rands in Zimbabwe. They need 1,000, and you just manage to get 1,000. But then the remittances, service providers, they want 10%, or they want 5%, or they want 6%. Even the 1%, I don't have it. It's so painful. Now these guys are saying our blockchain is free. There are no fees. I mean, to send from one wallet to another is free. It means if I've got 10 Umis, I can send them to Zimbabwe right now, and the person receives 10 Umis. How awesome is that? Do you know why? Right now, Ethereum is people who are using Ethereum. They are very worried. Ethereum is a very good machine. It's a well lubricated machine, but the issue of fees is very important. It means Ethereum cannot be applied in Africa at the moment because it is expensive. So where do we get the fees from? I've had some issues where the fees have been more than the money being sent. I mean, that is ridiculous. I know, of course, in some cases it was an error which was later rectified, but it is inconveniencing. Imagine being a member of the general public who is trying to make a living, and that happens to you. So this no fees thing, I mean, honestly, this touches my heart. It addresses the problems in Africa. We don't have money, and this actually addresses the issue of remittances. Now, remittances across the world, they'll be free, absolutely free. It means all banks, all remittance service providers, they have to be innovative. They have to find other ways of attracting customers other than, so because if they don't adapt, they'll close their doors. Imagine if we bring this blockchain to Zimbabweans right now, which we are planning to very soon. We are going to facilitate remittances to Zimbabwe using the UMI, and our office in Zimbabwe, or rather our offices in Zimbabwe, will be simply responsible for actually swapping the UMIs for cash. We will do so legally, and this is not an empty promise. For those that know me, not know Bruce, know me, Prophet Benjamin, they know I don't make empty promises. So for Zimbabweans, for Africans, free remittance services are coming to your way, thanks to the UMI blockchain. Now this is now a thing of the past because staking has been stopped. But let me ask you a question. Those that are married right now, how many roses did you buy when you were still dating your now wife, back then fiance or girlfriend? How many times did you buy chocolates? Are you still doing that? Not because it's no longer important, but because you have upgraded to another level. You have now understand that it's not about the material things, but we have to look at the bigger future. Now you are saving that money for a chocolate to buy a house. Now, Umi, when they came to the world of cryptos, a world with more than 12,000 assets, they had to make an impact. They had to be seen. They had to shout. You know, and when they shouted, it was because of staking. So many people right now are in Umi because they fell in love with staking. So Umi, well done, bravo. You have done your planning so perfectly. You got the attention of the world or of the few that have joined you. But now it is time to leave the staking because staking is for babies. As far as Umi is concerned, staking for now, this kind of staking that we're doing, it was the milk. Now let's move on to the bread and the bonds. I'll come back to this issue. So staking for now is out. Maximum security. The Umi, the Ethereum blockchain has been attacked, I think, more than 3 or 4 times in 4 to 5 years, from 2016, I think, to 2020. 4 or 5 times, different attacks. That is the coin. I mean, the blockchain is Ethereum and the coin is Bitcoin. But Umi is saying no. Remember, the Umi team did spend 3 years before launching this. It means they were studying their future competitors and they were actually capitalizing on their weaknesses. This is why, okay, I will come back to that. So, maximum security. You can read all this on your own. Right, complete decentralization. You might not understand this. You might not understand this. But I want you to understand the heavenly government. Then you understand that indeed it is decentralized. You know, if you look at the definition, if you look at the definition, right, of centralization, you miss the point. Because Umi is coming with a unique way of blending the two, but still achieving complete decentralization to the users. So, how is that? Do you know that when you want to open a wallet on the Umi exchange, you are given your keys? What it means is they don't have a copy, and if you lose it, that's it. So even though Umi offers you a hot wallet because it is linked to the internet, but it is also a green wallet because you have your keys. So since you have your keys, right, no hacker can get, even if the hackers get into the system or into the blockchain or whatever, they can't do anything because there are no private keys. And remember, there's a saying that says, not your keys, not your coins. They understand that, these guys. They took 3 years to analyze all the weaknesses of the other blockchains. All right. You can read why they are saying it's a complete decentralization. Smart contracts, right? And this you can only find it in the DeFi part. I mean, mainly in the DeFi, of course, mainly in the DeFi. For now, we were using it in our staking, part. So it's built in. Once you do this, that happens. In my other video on introduction to blockchain and crypto assets, I explained smart contracts in details. It's a self-executing contract whereby if you fulfill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 must happen. That's a smart contract. Openness and transparency. I mean, anyone can audit the Umi blockchain. It's an open source, whatever, blockchain. I'm not familiar with those terms. I mean, I'm a prophet. I'm not an IT specialist. But anyway, it's open. Anyone can actually audit the UMI blockchain. So that's the highest level of transparency. Maximum convenience. You know, it's very easy to use. Their wallet is very easy to use. I mean, according to me, user friendly. And so basically, those are the reasons why we need UMI, especially in Africa. In Africa, I'll be very happy if all the governments use the UMI blockchain to do whatever they want to do, because of reasons I will explain just now. Now I'm going to this one. Now, as you know that in any blockchain, what is key is the consensus algorithm. Sorry if the words they seem to be from heaven. No, they are not. They are from this earth. Consensus algorithm simply means the way that people agree, the system that people agree. So Bitcoin uses what is called proof of work. So the miners, they have to guess whatever a number, and then and then there's also called a proof of stake, whereby people stake coins, and then the next validator is randomly chosen, but it's mainly it's significantly influenced by the number of coins you are staking. And if you make a mistake, then they actually punish you by actually taking some of your staked coins. And there's also what is called, I think it's a delegated proof of stake, that's DPoS, and there is the proof of authority. I also wrote a paper comparing these consensus algorithms, proof of authority and what. So now let's see. So as we already know, China at some point, I think if I'm not mistaken, even up until now, they have not uplifted yet the ban on crypto, mainly because of Bitcoin. You see, all the cryptos must point at Bitcoin as a main culprit, because it uses a lot of energy, electricity. So that's the problem with proof of work. We need a lot of energy and powerful computers, so that's not good for our environment, right? So now this is why actually El Salvador is now turning to volcanic power to do the Bitcoin mining. And then there's also the proof of stake, right? Which is actually less, there's no need for any power, for any significant power consuming, and also you don't need any those specialized equipment, and now there's the proof of authority. There's a paper that I wrote, I think it was consensus, sorry, it was centralized consensus versus decentralized, lessons from the heavenly blockchain, and I touched on the proof of authority. So this is whereby validators are already known. They are chosen upfront, and they are not paid anything in compensation for doing that. So all the validators, they are not paid. They are people who have got the interest of the network, right? So they are not paid for that. Now, trust me, there's a hidden meaning there. So these validators are slaves for the communities. These validators, they are slaves for the community. They are working for the betterment of the community. Of course, eventually they will also gain in one way or the other, because some of them might also be owning their own coins, quite a chunk, of them. But to us, the general public, these validators are slaves, because they are working for free to ensure that we get free transactions. So respect to our UMI validators, respect to them, and yeah. So You can read all this. So far, I did a course at UCT recently, which I passed with 91%. And I actually asked the head tutor that why is it in our notes we've only covered 2, proof of work and proof of stake, yet there is the proof of authority. So you see, many people, they don't know this yet. Many people, even learned people, even those who are actually building a blockchains, some of them, they are not even aware that there's something called proof of authority. Ethereum, I'm sure they are actually undermining this because they are planning to change from proof of work to proof of stake. I mean, if they surely understood POA, they could have simply changed from POW straight to POA. I mean, why would you move from POW to POS, then later on see the need to go to POA? You know, so those kind of things. So you are privileged if you understand POA well in advance. So now let us go to the blockchain itself. You know, the UMI blockchain. Now, the power and the magic of POA is this. I've just highlighted it on my right side. That's the power of POA. It enables fast transactions, instant, near instant. You know, 65,535 transactions per second, more than Visa and MasterCard. There is no other blockchain in the world that is this fast. Now, let me ask you, the governments, the presidents, the ministers, the MPs, the governors, if you are to implement a CBDC, a central bank digital currency in your country, surely you'd want one that is fast. And remember, speed of any blockchain is determined by the consensus algorithm, right? Of course, the DPoS might be better than POS, but yeah, go for the best. So the UMI blockchain is, I mean, according to my standards, is the blockchain. There's no other blockchain that will come close, because by the time others come close, UMI guys, there would have been around 1 million transactions per second. This thing makes my heart feel like melting. I feel like speaking in tongues because when I see UMI, I see heaven. Trust me, I see heaven, because everything about UMI is heaven, right? If you want to know why, go to my paper that I wrote, Lessons from the Heavenly Blockchain. You know why I'm saying that. Now, 65, I mean, look at the capacity now. We're only using 0.17 out of 65,000. This is faster than MasterCard. MasterCard is used worldwide. Visa is being used worldwide. And already we are faster than them. Guys, come on. This is why we can actually do near instant transactions, right? So this is why we chose UMI as a company. I mean, personally, as an individual, I fell in love with UMI even before I became a fully ordained prophet. And even after I became a prophet, I used to call myself an UMI prophet on Facebook. And I was serious. Ask the people that know me. I've been posting things in Facebook to say UMI is going nowhere, guys. Even if the price right now is 3 cents, trust me, if you're smart enough, this is your cue to buy the coins, because soon you will regret. As soon as we enter the DeFi, which is coming, you see, when the UMI team is quiet, they are working. Let me tell you a secret, which will no longer be a secret afterwards. I want to issue my tokens on the UMI blockchain. I am in touch with the UMI team directly. I do email them, they respond to me. What does that mean? They respect my views. If you send an email right now to the UMI team, chances are they won't even look at it. They won't even answer you, right? Even if your question is valid. But because I've made a mark, to the UMI team that I am a force to reckon with, I've got the best interest for this coin. So they listen to me. If I send them an email, of course, they are busy people, so they can't reply, instantly, and I understand that. But eventually, I can even show you proof, but I don't have to. If you don't believe me, that's your own problem. But I can show you proof. I have told them my plans to issue my own tokens. They've said, okay, just watch the news. We are going to give you an update. So apart from being a prophet, in the physical, I speak to those people who are doing this, and I can pick up that they're serious. Plans of going into DeFi, they were there already, but people, you don't want to look for information. And very soon you'll be paying for this information, which has been provided for you for free. Our website is rich in terms of UMI information. So in conclusion, let me answer the question, what now? The UMI staking has been stopped, right? UMI price is going down. It's now 3 cents. It's because people don't know what's happening. It's only a few that can see the future, only a few. But you are privileged if you are listening to this recording, for you won't make the wrong mistake. I mean, the wrong decision. For now, if the UMI goes to 0.00000005, buy 1 million UMIs. Buy as many as you can. Trust me. Buy as many. I'll show you my wallet very soon. Currently, I've got a few coins, but I'll show you my wallet very soon. Buy as many UMIs as you can. As soon as they notice the world that we are done with our DeFi, I wanted to check what will happen to the UMI price, because the DeFi has got many products, right? Which is actually here. Yeah, let me end here actually. So you can read this on your own, but of interest is, don't you want an UMI wallet that gives you, you see, UMI wallet, let me maximize this. UMI wallet is a multi-currency, UMI wallet is a multi-currency, non-custodial. It does not store private keys. It means no hacker can take a single penny out of your wallet. Imagine having all these coins in your safe wallet. How nice it would be. They will also provide hard drive wallets. These guys are in fun. These guys, I trust everything they do as the best in the world. If they come up with a hard drive, trust me, it will be the best in the world. I don't know how to convince you, but the writing is there on the wall. Just that people they don't want to unlearn what they've learned. So now I want to show you something. Where is that page? I think you see. This is digital identity at the highest level. So of course there are some concerns here and there, but yeah, I'm sure those will be addressed. Now there's a page I'm looking for, but I can't remember now what was the okay, and also see the UMI card is coming. You see the UMI card is coming with 0 fees. Where have you seen a card like that? Yeah, people perish because of lack of knowledge. There's a page I'm looking for, but I don't know. Where is that page? There's a page that has got the services like the farming, the staking. But anyway, before I go there, now this is the decentralized finance, right? This is the the DeFi. Okay, now look at this DeFi. Look at the products. Look at the web. It all starts here. Here, where it says DeFi. That's where it all starts. Branching to go to DEX. I'm sure by now you know what is DEX. You know, DEX is decentralized. And remember, everything in here will be involving UMI. You know, or rather almost everything. And we are also going to have the NFT, you know, within our DeFi system. Our tokens. This is where our group of companies is going to issue our own tokens, the Miracle Gold token and the Miracle Currency token. They'll be issued very soon. Yeah, okay. Actually, this can do. Can you see that the staking is coming back? Eventually, staking is coming back, but not at this rate that we were actually getting now. Maybe it might be at a more conservative rate, but still superior compared to the other rates, like maybe 20% per year. It is still superior because some are paying 8, some are paying 9, some 7, some 6, some 5. So, and still, for those who are into network marketing, there will be a referral program again. You can go crazy. So if you had asked me what's next, hold on to your coins. Hold on to DLive. Hold on to DLive. People who were having Bitcoins in 2009 when it was worth nothing, they held on to their DLive. And right now, 1 Bitcoin is 1 million. You must learn from that. Learn from that. The same way you read the Bible, the story of Job, and it gives you strength to persevere in challenges. It's the same way you should look at Bitcoin holders since 2009, and they are going to the bank now to cash out 1 million because they simply held a digital asset. I mean, some numbers and software there. So why can't we do the same? Are you doubting UMI? If you were doubting UMI, now hear it from a prophet. Right? UMI is going nowhere, and UMI will take the world by storm. After saying this, ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude by saying, even if the price goes down to 1 cent, even if the price goes down to below a cent, you see, when I want to buy UMIs, I will probably pray and ask for some favors. You know, I'll ask for some divine intervention for the price to go down, so that I can buy them. I mean, I want to show you, you know, of course, I cannot manipulate the system, right? But I want to show you that low price is good. Low price is, especially, I mean, if Bitcoin right now drops by 50%, don't you smile? Right? So you have to understand that. I mean, those who are willing to get on board, they'll smile, of course. And those that are already on board, they might, you know, cry for a short time. So thank you very much for watching this. And I hope you have learned something, and share it with the loved ones. Take care. And once again, I say, I rather remain with my genius insanity than to take your foolish sanity. I rather remain with my genius insanity than to take your foolish sanity. And finally, I rather remain with my genius insanity than to take your foolish sanity. God bless you, and believe it, it's happening.